And in this video again I'm going to discuss about the if else if ladder. Last video we discussed if else if, and now here we are going to discuss if else if ladder. So the if else if ladder is very handful, like I'll say DCMAKING, decision making. So here I again open the editor, remove every possible thing from here, even the comment line. These are the comment line. This is called the multi-line comment. Now here I take one example. This I use a, int b and int c. In this program we are going to find the roots of the quadratic equation, and this is a very good example, and everyone knows that how to find the root of a quadratic equation, like using the formula. So first I'll have my constructor, so I just copy it, I write public, and this is 3 int value int x comma int y comma int z. Then I take this and initialize, like a is x, b is y, and c is z. So this one should be z. Then I'll calculate discriminate. So public void discriminant, and this you can make it private because we are not going to call this function from outside. So discriminant, you all know that d equals b into b minus 4 into a into c. Now those who do not understand this idea of the quadratic equation, for them I just brief little. Quadratic equation, you all know that it is the equation of the type ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then first we calculate d equal to b square minus 4ac. If d is greater than 0, then we find that roots are real and unique, means two solutions are there. If d equal to 0, then roots are real and equal, and if d is less than 0, then roots are imaginary or complex number, and we will be using the formula x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. This is our formula, and now we are going to use that in our program. So here I calculate discriminant, and then decision here we make public void show. So it goes like this. Then yes, So first I import, because I need maths sqrt function. So I write import java.math, and then I have to calculate if d is greater than 0, then I write double x equal to minus d plus math dot sqrt capital D, and then this whole thing divided by 2 into a. So I just, since this is a case of the unique variables, so it will give me one more value. Is first is x1 and second is x2, and this is minus b minus. So I'll print the value system dot out dot print ln roots are plus x1. Keep looking at the everything so that you can understand how to concatenate the strings also, and x2. So this is how you can print. Now next time, since I have to analyze, if else if later is when you have to pay attention to the calculation of this one again and again. So now here there is error. I'll tell you why this is happening, and you can also make it like this: private int d. So now see, everything is clear now. So d here, then here I write else if, and again condition. If d equal to 0, then what will happen? Then I can, because if you just take one line, because if d has already been 0, it means there is no sense of sqrt d function. Here control V, if this part is 0, if d is already 0, so this line does not make any sense. And then I can write, since it is a case of equal roots, then I can directly write double x2 equal to x1. Whatever is the value of x1, that will be the value of x2. So it is done. And if so, now third condition you don't, because if a number is greater than 0 or equal to 0, then other option is automatically it is less than 0. So even if you do not calculate, it will be treated as something which is less than 0. Now this, and then I call it roots are imaginary. So here I have done this one. Now, so this example explained the idea of, again I just highlighted, see, if condition, else if condition, else. So 3 times we are analyzing the condition. If condition, here condition, here. Otherwise we could have attained by the nesting of if loop also, but that doesn't make any sense. You have to practice if else if ladder also. So now this is done. But since how to call this function is private, it means this cannot be called from outside. And now it's java dot lang dot math, I think, yes, java.lang.math. So here it is working nicely. Now, yeah, what I was saying that then this is function is public, so this one can be called from outside, and this is constructor, this is definitely we can call it. and this function is private, we don't have to call, then who will call it? So I say, okay, whenever this one is called, you call this function. So how to call a function defined from inside the class body and from some other functions, like the show function is calling discriminant function and it is not returning anything. So, and unless this function is called, the variable d will not be initialized, and if the variable d is initialized, so this is the part of the class, so all the functions can access this variable. So here I write simply discriminant, and it is done. You don't have to do anything. Now compile. Some error is there. Again the problem is with variable math. Is it capital M? Math. Hope we are right here. Oh, minus b. Oh, what is the problem with minus b? Minus b, oh, equals minus b minus, I think one more error is there somewhere. Class math is not there. Math. Is it okay now? Yes, it looks nice now, and I think it has compiled also. So since it has been compiled, we go to this one, and yes, so now create the object, and this is, I enter the value as 2, 3 and -3 to see what happens. So right click, show is hidden behind this. The roots are this and this. Clear. Now this one should go and this one should come. So again I create one more time, and it's just like x minus 4 whole square is x square, so 1 minus 8x, so 8, and 16, so 16. Oh sorry, this one I think will give you the answer of imaginary roots. No, this is possible. Fine. Then again I create one more. It's working nicely. Now I create 2, or better write 1 minus 8x, so -8, and then 16. Yes, 16. So the answer should be 4 and 4. So yes, 4 and 4 equal roots. Now I try to make one imaginary also. So for imaginary I write 2, 2, 2. It will become imaginary. Now, so the mathematics is very important, because if you do not know mathematics, then programming does not make more sense. So where it is gone? Yes, the roots are imaginary. So this is how it's working. Thank you very much, and just subscribe to our channel so that you can master the idea of Java. Have a very nice time.